After all these years, Resetti still scares me so much. Hey gang, and welcome to another Animal Crossing video. I'm Crossing Channel, and probably one of the least used features in all of Animal Crossing happens to be the Rescue Service app. However, since the 2.0 update, there have been some really exciting changes related to it and new details that you'll definitely want to know about. This includes the very famous Resetti and Don Resetti as well. So let's check out these updates with Resetti and the Rescue Service in Animal Crossing New Horizons. So, it's kind of an open secret in Animal Crossing New Horizons that the secret characters which run the rescue service are Resetti and Don Resetti, who previously would stop you from resetting your game in old Animal Crossing entries. Well, as I'm sure you know, Resetti and Don Resetti were actually added into the game with the version 2.0 update, and now they have made it very clear that these are the people running the rescue service, and there's some really interesting new details and dialogue which confirms this and expands the rescue service in a way as well. A lot of characters return from Animal Crossing New Leaf and can be invited to the roost using their amiibos. However, Resetti and Don Resetti will sit in the roost at random times up at the counter, and there's a very good reason for this. This is because they actually do work on your island in an undisclosed place, as of course they have to run the helicopter service. Just quickly, I want to give a message from our sponsor. It's nearly Valentine's Day, and that usually means the hassle of booking a noisy restaurant that no one really enjoys, so why not stay in and enjoy a home-cooked meal with HelloFresh? The meals are easy to cook and feature a shared starter, scrumptious sides, and a decadent dessert as well. HelloFresh has 50 weekly menu and market items to choose from, so you can worry less about what's for dinner and more about enjoying eating. HelloFresh honestly offers so many different recipes to choose from every week, which can really help you break out of that recipe rut, many of which are family-friendly, pescatarian, and even veggie options too. Plus, every recipe includes fresh produce sourced directly from farmers. I've tried HelloFresh myself, and I can't recommend it enough. Cooking is honestly a big passion of mine, so it definitely feels really satisfying to make your meals with it. HelloFresh also offers a wide variety of quick and easy recipes, including 20-minute meals, easy cleanup, and low prep options. Even at full price, its pre-portioned ingredients mean you don't waste money on excess food. You can even increase your box servings so you can easily use leftovers for lunches. With pre-portioned ingredients, that means less prep for you and less wasted food as well. HelloFresh will cut down on your food waste by at least 25% compared to grocery shopping, so it's a really great way to eat sustainably. Use my link or go to hellofresh.com and use code POGCrossing16 for up to 16 free meals plus free surprise gifts across 6 HelloFresh boxes plus free shipping. When you invite Resetti using his amiibo, he'll even mention that usually he's more of a counter mole and he prefers to be sitting up there. You won't see any of the other characters like, let's say, Gracie or Digby or Dr. Shrunk sitting up at the counter. They can only be invited in, whereas you do have a random chance of seeing Resetti and Don Resetti because they do actively work on your island. So it's really neat to me that they've been added to the pool of island residents like Tom Nook and Isabelle as well. There are also some really cool updates with the rescue service specifically that you'll want to know about. Like, for example, if Resetti is visiting the roost, or maybe you invite him in using his amiibo, then you can try and go and call up the rescue service, but it will say that it's not connecting for some reason. This is such a cool detail, and it does literally confirm that Resetti is usually the one manning the phone. Of course, sometimes you can actually get Don manning the phone as well, but when Resetti's here, you simply cannot get it to connect in here. Now, usually you'll see that it just will let you connect, but it will tell you that he can't rescue you inside of a building, which is also another piece of really cool dialogue that I don't think many people have seen, but I've not seen literally anyone mention the fact that you can't connect to the rescue service at all when Resetti is in there, which is a really nice detail. There will even be a special interaction with the rescue service when you go to a Kapp'n island, and Resetti will effectively let you know that he can't rescue you from such a strange place that he doesn't have mapped out. However, one thing that he can do is send you directly back to the boat. This is pretty pointless, honestly, especially since you never really would end up getting stuck, given that your vaulting pole and your ladder will always work and never break. But hey, I guess if you need to teleport back to the boat somehow, then Resetti can actually make that happen for you. Now, Resetti, when he's sitting up at the roost, seemingly does confirm that there is some kind of building in the island where Resetti and Don do their work. We of course never get to see this ourselves, which is a bit of a shame, but when you talk to him, Resetti can sometimes say that Don is in charge of the shop at the moment. What's really cool about a lot of this dialogue is that Resetti will actually make many references to his old life back in Animal Crossing New Leaf and past games, where he would yell at you for resetting, and I really like this. It sort of pays homage to the older games, which so many of us really love. Now, if you don't know, in those old games, Resetti would basically appear when you reset your game, since there was no autosave feature, and he would tell you off for doing so to kind of deter players from effectively cheating the game in a way. This was his old role, but of course in Animal Crossing New Horizons he has a very different one where he'll actually be helping you. In fact, one of my favorite interactions with him is when you go and invite him to make a home on Happy and Paradise. You'll get even more exclusive dialogue for him here, and he will mention to you that he used to be the type of mole to dig up people's lawns. He's so nice that Don and Resetti are back in the game, and they actually have more of a role than ever. Of course, it's not as great as it was back in the old Animal Crossing games, and we all miss that, but I'm really happy that these two in particular have been included so much in the actual island, since they are working here all the time. It's not like characters like Gracie and such who would just be visiting at random times. Resetti and Don are around, we just can't really see them. The rescue service does kind of remain one of those apps that people aren't going to need to use or even want to use that often, but honestly, I'm just happy that Resetti and Don are involved in the game and have their own dedicated feature. I think it's really nice that now we can actually see them in the game thanks to the power of the 2.0 update, including all of the other special characters that I've mentioned, although it is really great that you don't need an amiibo figure or an amiibo card to invite in Resetti and Don. You have a random chance of seeing them there. I've seen a lot of people message me about this, so I really want to clear up what's going on with Don and Resetti in the game and let you know that you can just get them as a random chance. Another thing that I wanted to mention is Resetti has his own kind of mini feature where if you invite him into the roost or he just appears randomly, he won't be wearing his trademark hard hat, which is such a strange look for him honestly, but hey, I guess it's kind of interesting to see him in a different way. However, if you do invite him as a client for Happy in Paradise, he's wearing his trademark hard hat that we all know and love. So it's really interesting to me that Nintendo decided to model this for him, yet you only really see it in one specific place, and you do need to have the DLC to see his classic look. Of course, in Happy in Paradise, you can change his hat at will as well if you want to, which is a neat little detail since I feel like we don't usually get to see him without his hat in Animal Crossing games. Still, let me know what you think about Resetti and Don returning to Animal Crossing New Horizons, and how often do you use the rescue service in Animal Crossing? Could it be improved in any way? Definitely leave your comments down below. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like, and if you made it to the end, be sure to comment Bob's Gang down below so I know that you did. Also, don't forget to use my link down in the description to get a box from HelloFresh and get up to 16 free meals plus free surprise gifts. I want to give a big thanks to these channel members for their continued support of me and what I do here on this channel. If you want to become a channel member, click the join button down below the video or the link in the description to learn more. You can get a whole bunch of cool perks like exclusive emojis, a badge by your name, access to our members only Discord and our members only podcast too.